Like when season first was months like season now. I was like, I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to be trained that type of person. But I'm a very passionate person. And show business is something that I'm really pursuing. So in order to be very prosperous in that career, I would have to challenge myself. And take on this character, because that's what I have to step out of my comfort zone of being I mean, it's new, it's interesting.
I think so. I think I like differently than I live in.
But I like it, and I mean that I must say the cast is amazing. Like, it's amazing.
Let me ask this. I want to ask, how many of you all were interested in acting, by a show of hands, before this showed up? So you guys were interested in acting. How many were not even trying to be an actor, actress, trying to be in a play, a show? Okay. Very interesting, very interesting.
Okay, going off your question. Once I read the description of the character, I saw in him that Rob thought with his heart. And a lot of people thought Rob was messy, but he was just going off. He's not messy. But he was, his action was based off his heart. So that's what I did. I just put myself in his position and thought with my heart. And, you know, of how he felt with certain people, or with certain characters on the cast. Once I noticed their storyline, like with Brandon, from basically I've been in love with him since high school, so I know someone I've been in love with for a very long time, so I put myself in that position. So, basically.
Well, hello everybody. I just want to say real quick, the real villain of the show is Victor, just to be clear. I mean, he kills people. For me, playing Clint was, it was a lot different from the personality that I actually have in real life, just to be clear. But I enjoy it. Everybody wants to be somebody different for a while, so to be a little villainous, to let your dark side come out, the things that you would do, that you shouldn't do, but that you do on camera, it's a lot of fun. So it's like, it's fun being invested in something like that. So changing my personality.
Well, who wouldn't want to play a fucking prick? And that's pretty much me. I'm obviously, Victor's my complete opposite, which is pretty cool. And it was funny, we just said that about that acting. I acted as a child, but pursued obviously a different career. So this is pretty cool that I kind of stumbled on this, and it's neat. I'm enjoying it. So at the age I am now, which I'm probably the oldest cast member here. but no, I'm really enjoying playing Victor because you really, honestly, you know, play a total asshole. Like, everybody hates me. I love the comments everybody makes, and you know, because it's totally opposite of me. I'm not a sweet guy, anyone who knows me, so it's pretty cool. So I love this character. So that's pretty much it.
I will say, to be honest, when I initially came into this and audition, I kind of auditioned for everybody's part. And it was like, nah, bro. So yeah, that was that, and then we went back and forth, and then what happened was they kind of integrated the character in some things I usually do myself. So my character I play is kind of like me, but it's kind of hard to play a character that's very much like you. But I'm kind of blessed to play this character because this character is very unique, and you really don't see too many characters like me on web series or on TV in general.
Ladies first. I'm gonna say ladies first.
How to be a body.
this woman has been through hell and back, and to be cheated on with the man was like crazy. But I know a little something about that. So it kind of took me to a place where I just said, let me just think about what I would do, how I would feel, and how I would get revenge. Although I couldn't write anything, I just said, let me just embody it. So I had to, you know, take Mason's words and numb your whole being killed. And just like think about it and like really feel like someone was sleeping with my man. And I went crazy. So it wouldn't really matter if it was a woman or a man, because honestly, I don't know that Eve sleeping with my man yet. Yeah, that didn't come to the forefront yet. So that's pretty much it. I just had to really dig deep and feel like some man came to my office and wanted to approach me about my husband, and I was like, no way. Even though I had to be classy about it, and I'm like all the way from the hood in Newark, so I had to get into Fallon Lane and be like, oh, let me be classy, because I wanted to rag him. But okay. But that's how that happened. That's it.
My character is different from my aunt. I'm more fab and cuter and stronger and younger. She go about her business the wrong way. I'm more handle it the right way. And I'm a mean girl, so I like to get the tea and spill it to everybody else if you're in the middle. And I'm a little hood. I can be fast hood at the same time when it comes to me and Victor. So I don't know what else to say about my character. I'm just fast.
But me personally, when you, as an actor, you're given this challenge to create a character that is based on how you are, and not being yourself, but creating an individual character that's unique to who you are. So in doing that, you draw from an experience that's unique to you, from previous emotions, experience with people you know, and to embody that emotion is really challenging. But again, when you draw from all of those experiences and try to put yourself in that character's place, and on top of adding your own isms to make it more believable to who you are, it just kind of all comes together and matches, and that's how I become Eric. I mean, I think about some of my mother experiences, my brother's experiences, and because I may not be able to relate to the naive aspect of my character or the overall emotional part of it, because I'm not that way, and I never will be that way, and I have that issue in my personal life. But because I can relate and I can empathize with the role of Eric, I can bring him to life, and that's how I do it.
I'm sorry, could y'all be quiet in the back there? We can't really hear in the back. I'm sorry. And as you can see, a lot like Mason, Mason's a little bit of outspoken. Jason's a little bit outspoken, but how I kind of embodied my character was a little bit interesting because I had to become something that I'm not. So when someone usually calls me, I call my girlfriend, I'm fatigued. Mason holds everything. Mason is the person that gives out all the good advice. Mason is the person that like fixes everything. And I kind of think that Mason hasn't really come into his own quite yet. And as the season goes on and up until season 2, kind of give y'all a little hint, Mason, you'll get to see more of him and how he develops into Mason. But overall, I think that's kind of easy to play my character, so to speak, but I just have to tone me down. So it's kind of interesting trying to find the balance of being Mason and then being Jason. So that's it.
Okay, so I am the newest cast member. For me, the first thing was pressure. When you come in on episode 17, you skip a lot of that potential to grow with the cast. You know what I mean? You feel like you have to be as good as everybody else, just from jump. So everybody can tell you here that on day 1 of taping, I was a nervous wreck. For me, what was the most difficult about my character? I'm a very genuine person. My character is very get the job done. It doesn't matter who he's harming or what is occurring. As long as it accomplishes what he's trying to accomplish, it's all right. So for me, it was a completely different mentality of having to try to understand and learn how to respond to certain things people say. He's a very cool, calm, collected person. I'm more emotional. So for me, where I might jump when I feel offended, he thinks, he stops, you know, and it's more calculated with him. So that was probably my biggest challenge. The cast made it a lot easier for me. Everybody kind of like told me you're going to be fine, you know, just, you know, keep calm and just know your lines. You know what I mean? When the camera rolled, I realized something from being on the show. There's an actor in here, you know what I mean? The camera rolls and I would just naturally become Winston Corey. So once the camera started, it was not that difficult, but the mental was. All right, that's it.
The funny thing is, when I first read the character, when I first read the script rather, I thought I was going to play Brandon. And then I told him, I was like, oh, I got the perfect person to play the Brandon. He's like, what? You played the Brandon? I was like, I don't like him. But as time went on, I guess got into one with him. He was a little confused and, you know, trying to find his way. And he's finding the error in his ways of what happened originally with the original triangle. And now he's, you know, trying to make things right. I think everybody has been in a sense where, you know, you have that one person that is the one, and whatever happened along the way, something you guys know of now, you need to get back in with the good graces. So I think tapping into that was pretty easy. As far as, you know, coming back from lying and cheating and all that, which is a whole other thing. Now you have to be nice and apologetic